Hello again, this is Nox-Hardigan, and we are playing Marble Madness for the Nintendo Entertainment System. This was released back in 1984. Milton Bradley was one of the ports that it brought to the Nintendo. Um, Another one, popular one, it was more of a little later in the 80s, a couple years later, was Cabal, which was also a port. And that was a pretty decent port. It's two-player also, and but it was a little longer, of course. This one's a pretty short game, but it's pretty tough because it's one of those games where you get timed. And I don't know about what the 80s was all about, whether it was ports or arcade. It was always a timer. I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. And then, I mean, how could time kill you? This I could understand because you're going for points, sort of. It's a race, so that makes sense. But I never understood the whole timing of when you're like going to a level, like say something like this is a random game I'm going to mention. Grenada for Sega Genesis. It's like a tank, and the levels would be timed. And once it got to a certain amount of time, but it would time up, not down. And once it got a certain time, you die, and it was retarded. So you couldn't take your time because it's a pretty challenging game. Oh, look at that! They gave me free time off the bat. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Alright, this level is not too hard, not too terribly difficult. It has one part that's kind of a bitch. It's at the end. It's just that weird little, I don't know, indentation or divot in the course that just veers you in a weird way, and I never understood how that worked. And I get through it, but sometimes I've done it plenty of times, obviously, but just sometimes I just don't know what the heck it's doing. See, like that. And a lot of times it just veers me to that middle hole, and I never understood that. I guess you just gotta let go, because right there I just kind of went down and let go, and it just rolled me right through. But if anyone knows the trick on that, let me know. That was clearly a fluke, I think. Or maybe that was the right way to do it. Well, first two levels I did pretty good on time, so if I can get through this one. Oh, and speaking of time, there we go. Huh. One's being pretty generous to me. I don't think I've ever gotten twice. Well, not that quickly, at least. Oof, right to the acid pit. Acid field, whatever. I always tend to avoid that part on the right where the waves are, those little that push you. I think it's a little, it makes you rush and you get a little frantic. You need a little momentum here. So I tend to take this way. And as you see, it worked out pretty well. I only fell off a couple times there. Not bad. 48 seconds left. Alright, one time. I might be able to do this. The hardest part on this level is once you get to the end. Gotta avoid those fans and those vacuums. Yeah, it's a bunch of 90-degree turns, and then they have these these weird little hammer things that just pummel you, and you can't get through. So it's like going through a gauntlet. Like if you ever played football, when you run down, you got all your teammates alongside of you, and they're bumping you with those pads. And it's gonna come up pretty much right around here. I tend to go this way too because those stupid little circles that you see up there, they shoot up these little cylinders that knock you out, make you disoriented, or even throw you off the track. It sucks. See, there's those little hammers. They anticipated my coming. So, see, these guys are just jerks. I don't even know their pattern. Oh wow, this is not looking good. Okay, let me see. I get it now. Oh, come on. Nope, told you. This part's like, it's just ridiculous. Oh, I might get it now. Oh, wow, that's terrible. I was doing so well, and then I told you about those hammers, they'd kill you, and I've only had a couple levels left, but 7th place isn't that bad. But I'm gonna give it another shot, and let's try it again. You know, the really bad thing about this is that the fact that you can't continue. Because you have to go through this tedious thing of putting your name in again. And you gotta go to the same levels. And granted, it's a short game and that's cool, but they should be like, other than just adding time, they should be like power-ups or something where you can have a weapon. And, you know, they totally could have made a freaking part 2 to this. And I think they might have on certain random systems, maybe. But a part 2 would have been awesome. And they could have expanded so well with this. I mean, this could have been a huge series. They could even made them into characters, these marbles. That would have been kind of neat, you know. And or even get to select your color and you know, maybe your size, what kind of marble they are. Like some are faster, you know, some are slower, but some are like can push through certain objects a little quicker, you know, something like that. Okay, doing a little worse this time. Okay, let's see if I can get to this part. I'm gonna try that top part again and see if it works. Nope. I want you to still, I think. Let me just try it again. Yeah. Okay. That is probably the trick. Take it to the top, just kind of moderate. But my time's not going to be nearly as good as it was last time. Yeah. It's going to be almost 10 seconds less. I didn't get that one. That part is a little difficult than it looks, because those walls bounce the hell out of you, like stuck. Like just kind of bouncing back and forth, and not getting anywhere. Okay, another successful run through there. And of course I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to the bottom and avoid that wave yet again. It's just not my cup of tea. I'm pretty sure there's people that do it and they fly right through this. I mean, there's some Marvel Madness experts out there that are just incredible. I'm gonna have to kill myself just to get some momentum. Okay, here we go. Not bad. Not expect worse, but it could have been worse for sure. That's for sure. Alright, let's go to this dreaded level yet again. See if I can handle those mallets or hammers that last time. See what those vacuums do? You get stuck right into them. They suck you up. They suck you piece by piece. It's kind of like what happened to the alien at the end of Alien Resurrection. I got sucked to that little hole. That was pretty rowdy. I mean, yeah, granted that thing was a bad guy, but you did kind of feel sorry for it, because that was a pretty right way to die. And of course, you see Sigourney Weaver's like attachment to it when that happens. It's like, oh, that's my baby. So it's part of her DNA or whatnot. Okay, I don't see myself getting through this again. Holy crap! Did you see that? Oh my god, I gotta rewind that if I could. I flawlessly through that, and it looked like they touched me. I totally avoided that. That was great. Okay, this level, look what it says. Everything you know is wrong. I never could understand this one. I've literally only beaten this game once. And I don't even know how I did it. But I gotta admit, I was jumping for joy when I did it. There was no game genie or nothing like that. I actually did it like playing regular. 2 seconds there for crushing those guys, I guess. Okay, this part I always screw up on, so I have no idea how to do this. See, I just get like I don't even know what it's doing. I think I'm pushing the right direction and I'm not, but that's what they were talking about, you know. And see, I still had ways to go. They really don't give you shit for time on that. But I guess that's all I'm gonna do today. If you got any other any comments about how to get through it, if there's any secret ways to get more time, do let me know in the comments. But until next time, this is Nox-Hardigan saying game on, and I'll see you next time. Peace.